Next speaker.
Janet Gurwell, 105 Brewer Avenue, representing self regarding taxes and the city operating budget.
Good evening, council members. Thank you for being here. As you know, I speak to you guys individually as much as I speak to the cameras up there and the citizens of Suffolk. So I'm going to tell you what I told you Monday night when I stood up, and that is you work for me. You work for the 85,000 of us in the city of Suffolk. And I don't really need to remind you of that, but sometimes I think those 85,000 need a little jolt. So I do want them to know that we're the employers, you guys are the employees. And on Monday night, I'm sure you were tired as I was when you got home, and hopefully you didn't forget most of what you heard. If you did, by the way, we took a recording of it, so you can contact me and we'll let you see what you said. You just heard the young lady speak about the school budget, and of course that is hot and heavy on everybody's mind. Monday night you all told us that you were listening to what we said. But I want to know tonight, and of course I'm not going to know, did you hear us? Did you hear us when we asked you to put other things ahead of what you currently have and currently looking at on your budget? Now, I heard you Monday night, and I want you to know that I want some of the same things that you want. Councilman Parr asked for a line item budget from the school board. I'd like to see that myself. I'm told it's online. I haven't investigated yet. When I say a line item budget, I want to see all of the lines and all of the items. Sometimes I find I'm a little bit more savvy a shopper than you guys are, probably because I have less to do every day. I'd also like to see that line item budget from the City Council. I'd like to see it posted online, and I'd like to see it 30 days in advance of a hearing. Monday seemed to be an impromptu affair. You called us together. For those who were awake at, when was it announced, 1 a.m. on Saturday morning, right before the flood of road closures and what have you, you called us to that meeting. And then, of course, as councilman, I understand you called some of your constituents, so thank you for doing that and letting them know. I'd like to see a little bit bigger, bolder announcement, kind of like the extravaganza that's coming up. Maybe we need it in full color and on a poster. People need to understand how important to each individual in Suffolk the budget is, to each school child. And they need to give up whatever's on TV tonight to come up here and sit with you fine folks that we employ. So I ask you to get a budget together, a line item budget, post it online, allow us to review it for 30 days, and then ask us for our input. Who knows? Somebody may just come up with something to save $200,000 or $300,000. That's pretty much what I wanted to share with you tonight, but an impromptu meeting just a few weeks before a budget decision does not really look like you're asking for help. It looks like you are covering yourself so you can say you did it. You're checking off a box. But I have always reminded you, and I will continue to remind you, that even though there are a whole lot more Suffolk citizens sitting at home tonight than there are in this council chamber, we're paying attention. And I hope to ramp that attention up as we continue to work together to build a strong city with a budget that's affordable to at least most of us and helping out the ones that who cannot afford for whatever reason. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Next speaker.